Let's do it.
All right, everybody, we are live again. Dynasty Mirror, Search for Who. Thank you so much for joining us. Before we get started, like we always do, we just want to give thanks to all of you who are joining us. It means a lot. Thank you for the support over the years. You know, our Care Bars partners who are going to view this. Thank you so much for joining our team, the dynamic team of Fitzgerald Stephens and Dynasty Mirror. It really means a lot. And, you know, we want to see to your guys' success. And, you know, just thank you. Just want to give you guys a big thank you. We're so humbled. Again, you know, you guys don't have to be here. You guys could have sought out another opportunity, but you guys chose to roll with us, and that means a lot. Before we get started, hold on now, guys. Make sure you go and buy the book. Okay, go buy the book. The Son Loves Me, coming to age story about a young man named Mansa who is learning how to be confident in who he is and in his skin. So, guys, please go and buy the book. Go to Amazon.com. Go to Amazon.com, guys, and buy the book. Greatly appreciate it. It means a lot. Support Black authors. You know, I'm putting out the content every day. Literally, I'm putting out content every day. So, you know, go support. Thank you. Son Loves Me on Amazon.com. On Amazon.com, you guys.
Hold on, so, I'm going to do something, man. Good afternoon, everyone. Hey, the first person who buys that book, who picks up a silver packet, person who gets a silver package with Dynas today, I'll buy that book for you, send it for a gift.
Thank you. Thank you. You guys heard that. So if you get it,
but the first person to do it, that does that, I will buy that book for you, persons, and pay Dynas. You know, as far as we'll get you that book. And I'll pick it up to you for free. I know it's going to be a change in your mindset for a much better way, and even your next generation. So I'll do that myself.
Thank you for sure. It means a lot, brother. Thank you so much,
man. I believe in your stuff, man. You put good materials out there, brother.
Thank you. Oh, that's sir. That's
I'm just not saying it because I mean, you really put a good product out in the field.
Thank you. It means a lot. Thank you, guys. Thank you for the support. So today's topic, I was listening to the power call this morning from last night. But I was listening to this morning, catching up, and Mr. Dalco, Michael Dalco, he brought up how a lot of people. He brought up college debt. It was on one of the calls. It was with Michael Dalco. He brought up how college debt, how is affecting the everyday American. And then he said on top of that, not only do you have Little Sharon, it's not an ebook, it's an actual book. Little Sharon. Go to Amazon.com and you could buy the physical book. And you're in the UK, they ship to the UK. So go to Amazon.co.uk and buy the book. Okay. There you go. Son Loves Me, Little Sharon. So he was talking about not only are we, well, not me, thank God I don't have any college debt. God blessed me with two legs. God blessed me with two legs that can run very fast. So thank God, even though they're not me, they still good. I could put them up and I could put them up and put them down with the best of them, even though they're not me. So he said, not only are people paying college debt off, right? Not only are they in this trap called college debt, right? But also they're paying off college debt for degrees that they got that they're not even working in that field right now. That's like the insult to injury. So you pay all this money, thousands of dollars for this degree, and you're not even working in that degree, in that field. So he brought that up, and I kind of wanted to talk about that because in fact, here's my diploma right here. Yeah, I know I need to frame it. So Albert Horton Hollis II, that was my former name in another life, University of Georgia. Bachelor of Science in Agriculture, Agricultural Business. So I have the University of Georgia is one of the premier colleges when it comes to agriculture. One of the premier colleges when it comes to agriculture.
Hold on for a second, Prince. That kind of hurt my eyes.
Oh God, here we go.
It's a little better than this right here, you know. But yours hurt my eyes, you know. Hey, whatever you want, but I think I'll look at mine. But I get your point. And mine's in the frame.
Right. So yeah, I need to frame mine. I do need to frame mine. I do need to frame it, man. I mean, it's just, you know, okay, guys, I'm about to go off topic. I'm sorry. Sometimes we don't appreciate the smaller things. So I'm just looking at this right now and holding it in my hand. I do need to frame it. But it's like I have a degree from the University of Georgia. Like I have a degree. You know, it's just, you know, but it's just, I don't know. I just wanted to yeah, why is my degree folded in our frame? I'm sorry, Danny. No, you're right. I need to frame it. I'm sorry. I need to frame my degree. I apologize. I'm sorry. I don't know. It's just, you guys, you graduate, life hits, and don't get me wrong. I'm happy and thankful to have this degree, but it doesn't guarantee you an opportunity in corporate America.
God, yes.
You know, and that's why, again, it needs to be framed, Danny. But you go in, you go interview, you show them you don't physically show them degree, but you show that you're an educated brother with a college degree, and they'll still pass you. They'll say, oh, you know, we're good. And you still got to beat the door, and you got to beat the door. And
yes, indeed.
You know, that's why my experience just going from, you know, interview to interview to interview to interview, and finally landing a job and telling me, and people telling me like, okay, great, you got a degree, but you don't have the experience. And then I find out that this person who didn't have the experience either got that job. It's just, Danny. Okay, I don't want to ride my soapbox, but that's why I'm thankful for my degree, but it just gets your foot in the door. If even that. Because I told people before, and I'll say it again, I had the opportunity to go to Stanford and Notre Dame on a full scholarship. And I turned it down. And I'm going to write an article about that today, and I don't want to offend any of my University of Georgia alumni or folks. I'm thankful. I'm thankful for the relationships I made. You know, if it wasn't for me going to University of Georgia, I would probably want to met Fitzgerald Stephens because I wouldn't have relocated to Atlanta. But my experience in corporate America, again, I don't want to be disrespectful. And even goes with the Alabama degree, University of Georgia degree. They put it in the pile with all other degrees. I'm just sorry. But if you have a Ivy League degree, Stanford, Notre Dame, your degree gets put over to the side in the special pile. It's just the reality of it. And I had to learn that. Because I'm like, I got a University of Georgia degree, and that person has a degree from the University of, Yeah, so. And it's just the reality of it. That's why I value my degree, but at the same time, I didn't value it because it's just getting out there in corporate America. You know, and we're promised, you know, hey, you go to college, get your degree, you're gonna make it. But they don't tell you about the journey. Like it's not easy. Like it's not.
Can I interject something in that?
Go ahead.
Yeah, that is exactly how I feel about my Alabama degree that I just showed. That's exactly how I feel about. Man, I don't even count it. If I look in there, yes, I'm an educated man, but that degree hasn't opened up any job for me. You know, and I received that at 23 years old. You know, and at 55 right now. You do the math. And it hasn't done anything, you know. And I know what you mean. There are certain schools, Stanford, Harvard, Yale, Duke. You have a piece of paper from that. Pretty much well. You looked at it in a different light, but it really don't come down to degrees. It comes down who wants you in their organization, who don't. I mean, that really does, because you know what? When I had the degree, they say you didn't have the experience. When you have the experience, they say they say that whatever reasons. But my degree never. All the jobs matter of fact, the jobs that I got, I could have got without a degree. Oh, it's nice. It's nice. It's nice to say, well, this individual has a degree. That's good speaking thing, but it has never opened up anything far as for me. Proud of my education, yeah, but I learned that it doesn't really mean anything. I hear some people talk to me, well, I ain't getting anywhere for a degree. I said, dude, they put who they want to put in there. I had the degree. Yes, some people look at some jobs require you have a degree. I'll give it to you. But how do you explain to people who have those jobs without it? No, it's all who is at the gate letting you in. That's what it comes down to. Man, you bringing up memories, dude.
So Emmanuel, shout out to Emmanuel Lewis. Emmanuel came to my coronation last year in 2019 in Otoruo. He was there. $64K left to pay in debt, marketing degree, and I worked in IT. Never asked for my degree. Been 10 years in IT. Yeah, I couldn't fathom having that much debt, school debt. I couldn't fathom it. Oh my God.
You don't realize how blessed you are, man.
Yeah,
that debt is compounded and gosh, you don't realize how blessed you are with that. No, that thing, I promise you wouldn't be able to have that house like you was doing where you had that type of debt. Some of those debts, man, people are paying over $1,000 a month. I mean, really, once again, you don't discharge student loans debt 6 months after you leave your degree, after you leave the school, whether you got the degree or not, you start paying back that debt. You can't go to bankruptcy. I want to file everything, throw my student loan debt of $100,000, and then no. That doesn't happen. And then I seen the other equation where people and I have some relatives, they have these degrees and they're working in their field and very, 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 very prosperous, successful with it. But majority of the thing, man, don't seem like the degree really. What's the big deal? Man, for years, I went through a stage, man, I just felt like making mine into a paper airplane and flying across the room. That's how worthless it was to me. I certainly didn't get at the level I am right now because of the degree. Oh yeah, I like it. It's cool to talk about. It's cool to say you're a college grad, but as my first cousin, Joel Stephens, who owns Stephens Trucking in Montgomery, Alabama, who can run circles around degree people with degrees because of his income level. Owns a trucking business and flips real estate. Also is in my carrot bar business with me. Don't the high school diploma, maybe an associate's degree, but he's gifted at making money. He's gifted at making moves. He's gifted at putting businesses together. He's gifted at leveraging his time, have the other people work for him. And that's what it called. And people who have degrees, they work for him.
I'm just taking notes, Fitzgerald. Excuse me. I'm just taking notes.
My grandfather didn't have a 6th grade education, but could walk in back in his day, could walk in a car dealership and simply off of his name can walk out with anything he wanted. That's how he used to buy our school clothes. My brothers and I, he would go up there, he would just say, my boy's coming down there, Larry. I need him to fix them up, and we would go in there and get whatever we wanted. Had acres and acres of farms, worked for himself. Never seen a man punch a clock. Never heard the fact that he actually worked a job for anybody, really. Long term, he just didn't believe in that. 6th grade education. No, and he hung out around a lot of buddies who also were the same way. Man, they practically owned that town where I was away from it. Highly successful farmers left land to their descendants. It's in their these days. It's not the degree. It's not the degree. It's what's in the heart of a person. It's what's in the mind of a person, and it's what's in a person, the ability to create something of their own. But am I knocking college degrees? Absolutely not. Am I thankful for my education? Absolutely. I went to the school I wanted to go to. But I'm saying don't depend upon your degree as automatically you get this. It's like a ticket instantly to success. I want you to know that it is not. I remember, it got to me one time when I used to go to Connecticut, and my best friend is from there, and I would go there during the summer and the winter breaks to earn money for college, and where I could have some stuff. I met plenty of people being in restaurants working who were highly degreed. They were servers. Most of the people I met who have the degree dynamics are not doing what they went to school to do. Right. They're doing something totally different. Someone maybe started a crafts business or did something that's totally in that. In other words, your degree doesn't guarantee success. What does guarantee you success is finding something that you can own, finding some type of system that can build you residual income, build you an income stream. It doesn't make a difference what you do. If for those of you who are familiar with the GSA, United States military contractors, there's this guy who became extraordinarily wealthy selling toothpaste to the bases. He had a contract to sell toothpaste. Everything that's ordered in military things has to be ordered by contract. And even if they get a cheaper price somewhere else, they can't go outside that contract.
Right.
As far as ordering in bulk, it's many people who in Atlanta. I saw that for the first time. I'll start to see it down here in Tampa. People become extraordinarily wealthy just making cupcakes. And so you find something that the market is willing to pay you for. But please don't put it into you have a degree, you think that's going to be your ticket. These payments are changing people's lives. Right. They're changing people's lives because some people are having to put off family. Some people are having to stay at home with parents much longer than anticipated. Simply because they can't, they're not making enough money. And sometimes you come out certain jobs, they might start you up at $25,000-$30,000 a year. Well, that's great in a little small town I grew up in that little Alabama small town, about 100 people. You ain't going to do that hard down here in Tampa. You ain't going to do it in Atlanta. Not in a good, decent neighborhood with a car, with insurance, with good food and health insurance. You're not going to do it. There's a certain amount of money you have to make. There's a certain amount of money you have to make, and agree. I think too much emphasis is put on it. I know too much emphasis is put on it. Now, for those of you guys who went out there and acquired them, for those of you medical professionals and attorneys and engineers, yeah, you need that education. It passes paid off, and it works well for you. But the majority of people who has degrees, that system does not work. That system, getting a degree, go out and get a good job, that's not necessarily a true statement.
No, Danny, you're right. Some fields you have to have a degree in.
You're right.
Yeah, some you have to have a degree in. So we're not undermining the complete value.
Not at all. Not at all, man. It don't seem like we're beating it up. Hey, you're talking to college grads. We're certainly not going to downplay our education. We worked hard for that. We're proud of that. But we don't depend upon that to get us to the level where we are now. We don't depend upon that. And as a matter of fact, I didn't even need this to get to the level I am right now. I thought I did, and I'm glad I got it, and I'm thankful for my relationship. That I met at people at the Crimson Tide, Alabama. I'm very, very grateful and thankful for them. But I didn't need that degree to get to the level I am now. As far as with my business, I just didn't.
Yeah. Guys, make sure you hit that like button as you come to the chat room. Please hit the like button. Greatly appreciate it. No, Danny, we're good. We're just responding.
Yeah, exactly. It's so we find the best way to really ensure that you're a viable employed, to really ensure that you're going to have opportunity, unprecedented on a level that you want. Without having to worry about necessarily the education or the office politics on that. We find the only way that Dynas and I both have been able to accomplish that is to create our own business. That's the only way. That's the only way. Whether you could be doing great at a at a job, an employer, that employer get bought, they decide to cut your commission structures, they decide to pile more hours upon you and more responsibilities without giving you commensurate pay, getting passed over for promotion or getting beat out because of nepotism and anything. We decided that the only way that we could circumvent that system is to build our own business, to put something together that works for us, that we couldn't be fired upon, that we couldn't be laid off, that we did have, that our income couldn't be restricted, that our ambitions couldn't be throttled down, because we own that game. And so that's what we came to the conclusion for. And I don't know about Dynas, but it proved to be 100% true in my life.
Right. Me too. Absolutely.
No, we've had the corporate jobs. We've had the good jobs. I was one of those guys in my field of study. My degree is in international advertising. I did the sales, the marketing, thing. I was good at it, and still am. But it didn't nearly reward me. No, it didn't nearly reward me long term like building my Carrot Bars business has. I said it once and I said it again. You have some of you have no clue how refreshing, rewarding it can be when you literally have made money in your sleep, when you go to bed and you wake up wealthier and you're not even sure where it came from. That happened to me today. Today, as every Friday with Dynas and I and many others, we got paid today in euros without leaving.
We got paid today. Hold on. I got to interject on there, guys. We got paid today on our MasterCard from Carrot Bars. Again, no, hey, sorry, we ain't got the money. We got to furlough you. This coronavirus is setting us back, so we can't pay you. We got paid today. I go right into my Carrot Bars account. I click on MasterCard card info, and it tells us we got paid. In fact, we got paid today, you guys.
Don't forget we got paid Monday too, because we received that monthly bonus. I believe that was this past Monday when that happened.
Yeah, so we got paid today, guys. I'm gonna text this to y'all too. Let her know. So yeah, guys, we got paid today. So everyone, hit that like button. My Carrot Bars affiliate link is in the chat room. Click on the affiliate link. Sign up as an affiliate. It's also on the screen. It will also be in the description. And guys, please like and share and subscribe and all that good stuff. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Fitzgerald, you know what? When I was in college, I believed in the network marketing system. It's just, again, trying to find an opportunity that made sense was the problem. So when I was in college, I actually signed up with a company that was similar to Amway, I guess, maybe. Where basically all your household supplies or whatnot, instead of buying it from the grocery store, you buy it from our catalog. We got a commission off of it, and
great concept.
The team. Yeah. So I did that a little bit. I remember the guy that I actually signed up with, we would go present to people. I hop in his car. So I always been big on network marketing, which is trying to find the right opportunity. And I found it here with Carrot Bar, because you're dealing with gold, And then another thing too, we were talking to one of our affiliates this morning. You brought up we recommend, it just makes sense to pay yourself first in gold. Like, it just makes sense. So you put yourself on auto special exchange, get at least 1 gram a month. And then also too, when you do that and you get other people to do it, you're rewarded for it from Carrot Bars with free gold. But you made a great point this morning, Fitzgerald, with other companies. Like, they will make it mandatory for you to get on some type of auto program whether you got to get at least a certain amount of products per month. They make it mandatory. And if you don't do it, they won't pay you. You're absolutely right, Fitzgerald. Carrot Bars doesn't do that.
Right. Maybe for some strange reason, I didn't get any gold this month. Right. Maybe something came up, and it happens. Other thing came up. I didn't want to get in this thing. go, Karatbars doesn't penalize me for that. I mean, with all the units that I acquire, for other people getting gold and packages and phones and all that kind of stuff, they don't take that away from me if I don't use it in a certain amount of time. Some of that stuff's been waiting over there a very, very long time. But they don't tell me, hey, Fitzgerald, I see you working with Dynas. Dynas sponsored 533 people. Well, you only have 125. Last time you sponsored a cat in there. That was back in March. Man, you better get on it. We're gonna take your thing from you. We're gonna cut your pay. They don't do that. They don't say, hey, Fitzgerald, you got a knob to buy. We ain't seen you buying any gold in a while, which is not the case. No, and because that's another thing that's real nice. Dynas and I we received our pay from both gold and euros today. It's just a phenomenal thing. It's just a business that's not. There's nothing wrong with network marketing, just like there's nothing wrong with necessarily a job, provided you have the right mix for you. When I was introduced to network marketing back in the early 90s, I loved the concept because I wanted to be free. I saw to have my own business, and I love the fact that I could duplicate off the efforts of others. I saw that, but I was just in the wrong ones. Good companies, but it wasn't good for me. I was involved with 3 network companies before the right one came along with Karatbars, and since then I've made easily more money than all of them combined in a relatively short period of time compared to what I was doing. I may didn't need toothpaste every day. I may didn't need to get lotions and some great products, but maybe I didn't need them. I remember one of those companies I was in, the shipping on the products were like almost like, God, man, this is taking a lot of my money.
Right.
So I didn't need to do that. So when I found I didn't need to go out and sell ringtones. That was with the phone things. Great companies, people made a lot of money for that. I didn't need to go out there and sell juice. I forgot about that one. Great company, because I was still looking. And then I found the right thing. If you listen to my sponsor, my friend, you guys hear me talk about him, Michael Delgo, he had pretty much almost given up on the network concept because he had found so many that was right for them. Right for him. Matter of fact, when he was approached with Karatbars, he thought it dealt with carrots, like the food carrot you eat. he didn't put it together, deal with gold, And but once he actually put it together, and hard work later, man, the guy's one of the highest paid network marketers in the world. And far as definitely within the world of Karatbars. Should I rephrase that? Because he just decided to. The man just won 40,000 euros of gold just recently, won, so in other words, he didn't pay for it. That gold is going to increase, man. I like to see what that gold is worth like 6 years from now. I like to see that. And so you can make the decision too. Dynas says, has things like he says thank you on this, and we both do that. We agree. But my disclaimer is this is not for everyone. Mm-hmm. If you're not looking to build a residual income, increase your wealth by gold, have a free business that you can leave to your descendants for generation, that's in 148 countries, just added a couple on right now, then that's not for you. You need to do something else. Great. I truly don't want to work with anyone, just everyone. I want to work with people who want to be free, who want to create their, who want to add gold to their portfolio, who want to add residual income to their portfolio, who understand, like, wow, you didn't tell me I can leverage my time in 148 countries. And for those of you who doing talk about research, as Gregory McKay, a gold director lead up in Lansing, Michigan, he said, 148 countries already, out of 148 out of the 196 countries around the world have already done research on us. You're not going to do more research than just one of those countries. So MasterCard has already done research on us. And FedEx. But FedEx has already done research. 1 million affiliates already has done research. So instead of saying you want to do your research, just call it what it is. I don't want to do it because you're not going to out research those people. And that's you. That's fine. Dynas and I want to create a residual income. We started off at zero, just like everyone else does. Zero. And we went to work. Well, we was already building someone's business anyway. You know, we was already getting out there spending our precious time building someone's business anyway that we're not going to get a single drop of equity from. Not that some of you guys have companies that they absolutely require you to have your money tied up in their stock. You can't put your money outside. They you determine what the amounts, or you select some funds, whether you want it in international funds, growth funds. You select that, but mostly has to stay with their parameters, their company. You know, and so it just really limits you. And so Dynas and I said, hey, man, let's go ahead and build something our own. We didn't even count about the past, really, what we had failed, you know, and what we didn't accomplish back in that didn't count. I mean, we knew what we could do now, and you got to just throw the past over the shoulder. The past belongs behind you, not in front of you, not walking beside you. And you take that experience and you build something great from using that experience, but you don't live in the past. You really don't live in the future because it's not here. All you have is the present. So you have to make very good decisions that propel your presence, to create you a better future. And we decided what's better in the future than creating a residual income where we don't have to work. Getting a possibility of having 148 markets around the world that we can go into anytime we want. Being able to lead this to our beneficiary descendants, creating a home-based business where we can realize tax write-off and build wealth by helping our business partners build wealth. I mean, we decided there was nothing better. Gold is money. Carrot Bars, e-commerce business, started in 2011 out of Stuttgart, Germany, by Dr. Harold Constantine Seitz, who put up several million euros of his own money to start this. You know, deals with small gram increments of gold, everything from the 0.1 gram of gold. That's cash gold right there. That little thing right there, that is gold. That is just as important and powerful as this right here. That's a gram of gold. Right. As far as with Carrot Bars, that's a gram of actual gold. In this, gold is money. I'd rather have this than fiat currency any day of the week. This is constantly going up. I have no minimums. I have no maximums. All I do is just take a portion of my goods, my income, transfer it in gold. But here's a kicker. You think you'll find at least other people want to do the same thing? Right. There's millions of them. They want to save gold for themselves. If they decide they want to do what you're doing, you can get a residual income off of people just simply doing that. You get a business package. You know, the higher your business package, the higher you can get paid on your commission structure. Dynas and I happen to be a BIP business affiliate, you know, which is the highest one. That's how we really truly we take and maximize things of the compensation plan. You know, you have the gold package, the silver package, and the bronze package. You know, enables you to create income, very good income, depending on your work ethic. You know, you have the tax benefits that you enjoy from having a home-based business. You know, some of you guys need to do this alone, just to create something extra to pay those student loan debts on. That's what we first started talking about. You know, some of you guys, some of you get good people wherever you are in the world. An extra 800 euros a week to 1,000 euros a week that you don't have to physically go out there and work for would change your life. It would put those loans and a lot of other things in a position where you're not really concerned about them much as you are right now. You know, I mean, all you gotta do is be 18 years or older. You run your whole global network from a cell phone. No, that's Carrot Bar's blockchain phone right there. Right? Yeah, we can explain that a little bit about that later. And all it is an opportunity. Dynas and I just saw an opportunity. When I registered in the Carrot Bars and when I approached Dynas, I didn't make any promises. I didn't make him any promises. He asked me, Fitzgerald, what are you making? And I told him. Normally, I wouldn't have said that to anybody if it wasn't him. Normally, I just would have dismissed the question because it's not relevant. I said what, but I'm making much more right now than when I first told him about 5 years ago. I can assure you that. And I didn't promise Dynas, man, you're going to get rich quick or you're going to have success. I told him, man, this is what you work for. It's going to happen. He wasn't a stranger to hard work anyway. And lo and behold, the light bulb finally clicked on. 4 years later, but he got started. As a matter of fact, and Dynas, I don't mean nothing but respect for this. I was telling Dynas today. I said, dude, last night. I said, dude, if you would have started this, man, when I approached first talked to you, based on the trajectory of how I'm seeing you're growing your team and what I'm seeing right now, you would have been making Michael Delco type money. I say you would have been, you would have been done years ago. Based on
what, Fitzgerald? I'm gonna keep it positive. You're always at the right place at the right time. But you are correct, and I told you the same thing. If I would have did this just a year ago, well, we're almost at a year. If I would have started this in 2018 on the projection going,
yeah, the trajectory you're going right there, because time is money. Time is money. Time is money. Time is money. Something with the best thing. And the best thing that you can do, and shout out to Miss Sharon over at the UK. She referenced Richard Branson. He's the CEO of Virgin, of the Virgin conglomerate. A huge, very prosperous organization. He's just dyslexic, but Richard Branson said this. Sir Richard Branson, who united him. Sir Richard Branson said this. If a great opportunity comes before you, take it. Figure it out later. If a great one of the greatest quotes in business ever. If a great opportunity comes before you, take it. Figure it out later. Some of you guys like, well, maybe I don't have the money for a package, or maybe I don't have this. I understand. Set your business up. Literally delaying on your business at the way Dynas and I are moving. You will literally be costing you hundreds, if not thousands of people by your delay. Just because you're delaying, don't think the other people who are going to come in after you are going to be delaying also. I mean, that's not the thing, because people around the world over are hungry for opportunity. Actually, they probably need it more at any time in history right now, because we have this global disruption in our markets, unemployment in this country, the United States alone. And I say it from time to time, but it hasn't really sunken in yet. 30 million people are unemployed without jobs. Some of those people that were possibly been listening to this stream that Dynas is talking about, some of you guys and some of you guys and ladies, you were straight so-called a year ago when we first, even this man from Southeast Alabama with a country accent was telling you, there ain't no such thing as a great job. Even I was telling you, hey, build something. Even I was telling you, hey, you need to have residual income. You need to be building something else. You can't depend upon these jobs. Your job may love you. Your job, you may love your job. Your job may love you. Because I was saying, hey, you cats call me up and you tell me you got a good job. I dismissed it. I laugh at it because I know it's no such thing. Evidently, some of them didn't believe me. Some of them didn't believe me. They just kept going where they're going right now. And some of them, some of the people who have listened to the stream, but probably some around that right now, like, okay, now I got to get in beast mode and create something. Because now I'm without anything. It's not no guarantee I'm going to come back. Okay, you don't have your job, but 33 million other people just in this country are competing for jobs. But you think you straight.
All right.
Okay, you think you straight, and so then you got not a job, not Carrot Bars is far from a job. Then you got a way that you can create a business from the comfort of your own home using a cell phone that that saves in gold, telling other people who save in gold, you get residual income from that and something you can leave to your descendants. But you got to think about it. And I'm not trying to be harsh, but I dang sure ain't apologizing for what I'm saying. I mean, if you can't look around and see on a global community, whether you're in the UK, whether you're in Africa, whether you're on the Asiatic continent, whether you're in Australia, whether you're in New Zealand, whether you're in South America, North America, and you can't see that this paper game money stuff is coming to an end, and you can't see the nations hoarding gold. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I mean, I don't know what else to do. And you can't see that, you got more competition, but less resources, as far as financial resources comes with jobs. And you can't see that, and you can't see that you're at risk. I don't know what else to say. I saw it years ago, way before all this stuff coming in, because I want to be free. I wanted to be free. I care not for houses. I care not for nice suits. I care not for nice watches or nice clothes. I care not for even traveling, although I enjoy doing all those things. What I go for, and the people I talk to, what I go for and what I put into them, freedom. What is freedom according to Fitzgerald Stephens? Having enough time along with enough money to do what I want, with who I want, when I want, where I want, for as long as I want, and not have to ask any man or woman for permission to do it. That's what I go after. All the rest of the stuff, who cares about going down to Miami Beach and stuff like that? That's fine and dandy. It ain't fine and dandy that someone called me. I get a phone from my boss. They say, "Hey, man, when you going to get back? We need you back."
Hold on. Here's one. Hey, buddy. Yeah, I hope you're enjoying your time in Miami Beach, but we cut your territory in half. But enjoy your vacation.
We'll talk about that when we see. And someone ain't asked you like that. And someone doesn't have to. You don't have to ask someone's permission about that. I'll tell you what, grown men and grown women, you're gonna get tired of asking someone, can you have an extra 20 minutes for your lunch break? You're gonna get tired of raising your hand. You mind if I go to the bathroom, to relieve myself? Can I please? I know I've been sitting in there. Shit. you know what, man? Hey, no. Some people got a personality like mine that it doesn't compute. Remember, some people, the worst thing that can happen to you is that you're without a job. For men and women like Dinah, Samir, and I, for the entrepreneur, the worst thing that can happen to us is that we got to go out and get one.
Right. Worst thing that can happen.
We even all this competition going on right now, Dinah, Samir, and I care not 1 second. It don't cross our mind that we can't find a job. Doesn't cross our mind. But the fact that we would have to go out and work for someone else, the fact that we have to go back in that market, and be constricted on what we make, giving our lifetime and our lifeblood, to build someone else's system without our own, it's odious to us. You're going to get tired of it. He's tired of it at 38. I'm tired of it at 55. Many people are tired of it at 23.
And me being 38 years old and got tired of it when I was 35, 34, I don't see how people like yourself and Michael Dacko were stuck in it through your 40s. I'm like,
Carrot bars wasn't around then.
Mm-hmm.
Carrot bars wasn't around. We had it stuck in it. We wasn't like Jacob Long Wolf over in Australia, 18-year-old Jacob Long Wolf. Carrot bars wasn't there. A lot of opportunity had availed itself now was simply not there. The hunger and the desire was there, so therefore we did what we knew. Went to school, got a good job, work, work the best way we can to provide, because that's all we knew. You can't go beyond what you know.
Right.
Some of you guys may be hearing Carrot Bars for the first time. Register for free. Sign up as an affiliate. Register for free. Takes you about 5 minutes to fill out your registration form. About 10 or 15 minutes, like me, because I'm a slow typist. Okay, when you fill out that registration form, instantly you have a business in 148 countries around the world. That you run from a cell phone, whose sole mission is built predicated on wealth, saving gold, building your wealth, telling other people to save gold, to build their wealth. You don't have to go to those countries. You don't have to have any special trainings. You don't have to have any special license. You don't have to worry about nepotism. You could start this at 18 years old, like Jacob Longwolf over there in Australia, one who was personally sponsored by Dynas. It's about your dream. It's about wanting to put something together. And then as you know, Carrot Bars has their own blockchain, the Carrot Bit. They have their own cryptocurrency, the KBC coin. They have their own phone, the Impulse K1 phone that operates over the blockchain. Where if I take this and pull this little key out, it's useless. All my information is encrypted on that. It's so many things that we're coming up with right now. Our goal is pretty much to back our coins and to back what we do. That's audited, by a Swiss auditing firm. Switzerland, Wealth. They got it, and so it's what you want to do. You don't have to have any gargantuan amount. You can have your own franchise, whether it be like for Dynas, like what Dynas and I did about 4,600 euros. We didn't pay that much. The package went out. Why the package is going up, Dynas? Because they have gold. Gold is going up, and the packages are attached to gold. The packages are 100% tax deductible. If you got a good accountant, you can net that out at zero. You can get a gold package about 2,200 euros. You can get a silver package about 850 euros. You can get a bronze package about from 180 euros. You can earn pre-packages. You can get paid in euros on your MasterCard. As big as your ambition, you can do it all over the world. Dynas and I have an incredible affiliate. Little Sharon's out there in the UK. I plan on going out there. Hopefully, I get out there before the end of the year, or before it really gets cold, because I hear England gets very cold. I don't like cold weather at all. So get out there and help grow her team, because we have interest. We have business interests out there. George Dunn is also out there in the UK, and many other affiliates. Paula's out there in UK. And a lot of them, have invited us over there. We can say the same with Tanzania, Uganda, South Africa, Nigeria, Trinidad, Jamaica. A lot of these people want me to come down there, to build a business. But I'm able to help build them a business right here in my office, Tampa, Florida, off a cell phone, talk to people, show them how to get registered, show them how to build wealth. I don't have to pay them out of my pocket, but Carrot Bar pays me and them. I mean, it's just a win-win situation. And the fact that I'm looking outside and I'm looking at the state of the economy, I'm watching the news and I'm looking at stuff. What are you going to do? Many of you guys want to move to Africa on this stream. Okay. When I go to Africa, which I plan on doing, definitely spend a lot of time, but definitely spend time there. I'm sure I'm not going to give up my U.S. citizenship. This is the country of my birth. My family's been over here something like 250 years, just in Alabama. So I'm not going to give that up. Plus, my elderly parents there. I have nieces and nephews and things like that. But I'm going to want the ability to travel. So when I go over to Africa, I ain't interested at 56 years old. Telling someone when I will be 56 September 8th. I ain't interested going over there telling someone, hey, can I have a job, please? Please, I'm taking this, wherever the thing it is. I'd ask, get your MasterCard. I don't know where mine is on the desk here.
I know where mine is at. Hold on, I'll go get it. It's in my workout bag.
I hope it ain't disappeared from something like that. I'm taking my MasterCard over there that is loaded up with euros. And I'm going to exchange those euros into that country's currency. And that's how I'm going to live. And I'm going to, and the residual income that I receive far as from Carrot Bars every Friday, I'm going to take that and I'm going to put it in other income instruments. It's all good. So I'm going to pay me residual income. And I'm going to put it in those in other instruments. That's also going to pay me residual income. And I'm going to sit back and enjoy the remainder of the time that the Lord's given me on his earth. That's what I want to do. I don't know what you want to do. But as Stephen Jobs has said in his commencement speech to Stanford University, and I highly recommend you go to YouTube and watch that. Stephen Jobs said, the great founder of Apple Computer, he said, Your time is limited. Therefore, do not spend it trying to live someone else's life. Your time is limited. Therefore, do not spend it trying to get interested in anyone, trying to live anyone else's life. While you're trading your precious life away for those dollars, what it's asking for back for you doing that is asking for your life. It's asking for your time, which is your life. Some people, they don't really care about the dollars anymore. They want their time. And so I could take that MasterCard right there that has my name on it, just like it has Dynas, and load it up with euros this Friday, that I was paid last Friday, the Friday before that I'll get paid, that I paid this Friday, and I'll get paid the next Friday coming up. And I can go over there and live. And I can live very well because of the exchange rate. That's what I want to do. Maybe some of you guys want to teach Bible study. Maybe some of you guys want to open up a florist shop. Maybe some of you just want to be a stay-home mother, a stay-home father. Maybe you want to spend more time with your children and seeing them at watching their recitals and, spending time imparting to them. They grow up so quick, I heard. For a man who doesn't have any, I can see my nieces, nephews. I swear, sometimes they come over, look like they've grown even more. Things happen in life so fast. So maybe you want to spend that time. We don't know how much time the Most High has given us on His earth. So it's about time we learn how to put ourselves and build ourselves a wealth system that's gonna put wealth in our pocket instead of doing it in someone else. What we can do with our time the way you want to do. I love guitar, and I have a very nice acoustic guitar in the corner right there. But I want to learn how to play Spanish style. I want to learn how to become fluent in French, even Swahili. But I need to have time to do that. And that's what it always comes down to. Either you don't have the time or you don't have the money. Karatbars will help you get both. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, you're already doing what we're doing right now. You're just doing it for someone else. You're already building a wealth system. You're just building for someone else. You're building their wealth system where them and their family benefit, not you. You're already doing networking right now. You're already doing the business we're doing. You're just not getting paid for it, as opposed to Dynas and I are getting paid for it. What do you mean? Well, you ever tell someone about a good movie? You ever tell someone about a good restaurant? You ever tell someone about a great barber or a great stylist? You ever tell someone about a great jeweler? You ever tell someone about how you was treated well with a great realtor, how they gave you a great deal on the house? Well, guess what? You're doing what we're doing. The difference is we get paid to tell people about gold. You don't. You're giving all your time away for promoting people's enterprises, but you ain't getting nothing out of it. Sometimes they don't even call you and say thank you. Sometimes they don't even know about it. Hey, I live in a capitalistic society. Well, over here in America, I was trained. If you do something with your time, more likely you want to get compensated for it. Well, people say, well, not necessarily all the time. Yeah, I agree. But it comes a time you want to get paid for what you do. If those of you doubt it, why go to work? You think it's wrong for them to give you your paycheck? Or you one of those people like, oh, that's cool. I work, man. I'm just glad to be here. You see how that sounds? Right. So you want to build your own wealth system that's going to keep paying you and your family instead of paying someone else and their family. A wealth system that even when you're not just doing the work, it's still paying your descendants even after you're gone. That's how the great families of the world do it. They have a system that their descendants keep going on and on and on. Well, some might advocate it. Well, they got about wicked. They might have got wickedness or whatever. Okay, well, that may be the case. But nevertheless, they're still having that system that brings them wealth. Dynas' son, Massa, he's going to have such a leg up. That sweet little precious boy is 6 years old. What do you think? What position you think his father's Karatbar business is going to be in when he's 18? But think about it. What's the amount of wealth his father's going to have accumulated in gold and assets? Okay, and if he says, Dad, I want to go play, I want to go to school, I want to go to college, good. But if he comes and say, well, Dad, I want to build a business, and his father can sponsor him. His father could tell him, hey, you know what? I need you to go to business school. I need you to get a couple things before I turn this empire onto it. He's going to think different. He already right now, he sees his father not having a job. That has a powerful effect upon people. And so he's going to look at a job. Now, I want to go ahead and create systems because that's what his father's going to teach him. You know, and he's going to have this empire ready for him. Think about it. And then you know what? He's going to teach his children how to help build an empire. That's generational wealth. That's what the power of generational wealth and doing. So instead of you walking around saying we shall overcome, you got enough money to vote politicians out of office, just like they do to you. You got enough money to make rules for your benefit. You got enough money to influence politics for your benefit, just like other people do against you. No, you gotta, without economic power, without financial freedom, you are literally in slavery. You are literally in slavery. That is the new slavery now, economic slavery. It's if I can control your income, I can control your whole life. I can control what neighborhood you're going to live in. I can control if you move out of mama's house or you stay there. I can control what type of food you're going to have. Whether you're going to eat good food or you're going to go down to the local Dollar General and get all that high fructose corn slop, and you're going to get all that. I can control what type of education your children's going to get. Whether they get a very, very good education with private schools or, you know, or tutors, or whether they just got to go on their own. You know, I can control how many children you have. Well, nah, Fitzgerald, you really can't. Well, a responsible person, they're not going to have more children they can't afford to properly take care of. I'm talking about with feeding, schools, medical care, health insurance. That's what I mean. You know, and so don't you want control over your life like that? Don't you want control over your life? And to get that type of control, you're going to have economic freedom. Carrot bars will give you time and economic freedom. You know, I could not even guess or even put in my head being able to say, well, I want to go live to Africa about 3 months. I'm going to go spend something like 6 months out the year there, maybe even 7, come back to the United States, you know, when it's warm and stuff. But that shouldn't be no problem being I live in Florida. It's always constant warm down here. But I want to be able to travel. I couldn't even begin to put a thing like that together without a vehicle like carrot bars. Carrot bars will dwarf anything you even thinking about doing. 148 countries. Product is gold. You know, residual income, duplication. Take action. You know, make moves before moves are made on you, as I often say. Warren Buffett said, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you're going to work until you die. Okay. Fitzgerald Stephens says, among other things, that you're working for money, you're doing it wrong. You are very wrong. And more likely you will die broke. Money must work for you. Money must work for you. Dinah asked, when you woke up this morning, how was it to have money working for you while you were asleep?
Oh, great.
Okay. When I woke up, money was working for me, you know, and guess what? Money brought me back more money. That's what I mean by money works. Money don't work for you in a bank's in a checking account, savings account. The interest rate is too low. Plus, it's being destroyed by inflation on other things. Gold outplaces inflation. Money must work for you. While you're sitting around there at your best friend's wedding, money's working for you. While you're at the gym working out, money's working for you. While you're on the golf course, money's working for you. While you're at your daughter's recital, money's working for you. While you're on vacation, money's working for you. While you're driving down the highway with your convertible top with the wind going through your hair, money's working for you. While you're sitting up there listening to me on the stream, money's working for you. That's the position you want to be in. No, that's where you want to be, because that system will make you rich. Doing it the other way around, where you're working for money, it will keep you broke and frustrated and poor.
Right.
You know, these job systems with going after these degrees, going out to get the good jobs and everything like that, it doesn't work. You've been sold a fallacy. It works for the elite who wants you to have good jobs. I mean, if therefore, why isn't money and relationship principles and taught in school? Why isn't it? Yeah, man. Actually, the rich people, the wealthy people, they teach their children a whole lot of different stuff than what you learn in your schools. So you got to put yourself in a position to win. Register with the account right there. Takes 5 minutes to join, 7 minutes. You're going to receive a phone call from Prince Dinas Amir. You know,
my direct phone number, no burner phone. My direct.
No, neither one of us have burner phones. He is going to in turn help you with your business package and get you on autosave. Then he's going to turn you over to me, and I'm going to make sure you're trained properly, how you can properly present this to people, which is very simple. You know, and I'm going to help you grow wealth, generational wealth for you and your family. That's my promise to each and every one of you, And so, but ultimately, we can't do anything without you knowing what you want and not you willing to work for it. And that's what we can't go out and do it for you. We can build it with you, but we can't do it for you. And nor will we, because we're still trying to grow this thing for us and our families. It's getting great. You know, we student loans, extra money, worried about unemployment. We just told you a way that you can supersede all that. You don't even need to worry about that. You know, Johnaz, you got your stimulus check yet?
I'm gonna go check. Let me go on the IRS website and see if it's on.
I haven't got mine yet, man. You know what I mean? You know, and so eventually with these stimulus checks going around the world, pretty soon it's going to end, and people are going to want you to go back to work. And then for a lot of people have to go back to work, they're going to catch up on all those back payments. It's going to be a tough. You're going to see foreclosures go up. You're going to see repossessions go up. You're going to see more. You're going to see divorce filings go up. You're gonna see a lot of things that, unfortunately, lack of resources and stress without having resources create. You know, you're gonna see a lot more homelessness. I'm just telling you the real facts, all because of a thing called money. They simply don't have the funds. You know, and that's a horrible position to be. No, so Carrot Bars will eliminate that. I know it's eliminate that with me. I know it's eliminate with Dynas, and we're nowhere where we near want to go. The potential this thing has will accommodate everything we can do. If you want to, man. Well, I know that I may get in trouble for saying this, but you know, for the Carrot Bar people, please forgive me. So I'm not even going to say it. Put a figure in your mind. Put a figure in your mind. Do you want to make that a day or a month? Yes, you heard me correctly. Do you want to make that a day or a month? You can do it with Carrot Bars. Carrot Bars has a little limitation. They will only pay you 180,000 dual team payouts per week. Dual team payouts for Dinas, Samir, and I are 80 euros per payout. Dinas says, I'm sorry to tell you, we can only qualify for 180,000 a week. That's what we can do. That's the limitation they got. We can only get 180,000. The next week come around, we can get 180,000 more, but we can only get 180,000 a week. You know, do 20 dual team payouts times 80 with Dinas and I. Get what you want. We got people doing way more than that. We personally know a man who doing way more than that. You know, to watch my friend where he has came from to where he is right now, to not be able to worry about money. I'm 3 days older than he is. He's my sponsor, Michael Delco, and I'm so happy for the level of success he's achieved, because I feel like it's my success in a way. But to see where he comes from, and he don't have wrinkles on his face. He's not talking about how tired he is.
Right.
Yeah, he ain't talking about how he got this pain in his body. He can't afford health care. He don't
stop. So he was I was listening to Michael this morning, and he was talking about just basically how no virus can touch him, nothing can touch him. He's healthy and abundant, and yeah.
yeah, that's he's a minister also, so we both were. That's that's how we met.
Hold on, you were a minister?
You
were a minister?
Yes.
I just learned something new.
Yes.
Okay. Like an ordained minister, like a minister?
I'm not ordained, no, but I'm a minister. I'm the minister of the gospel. Yes, I'm a Bible teacher.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what do you think a lot of these philosophies and quotes come from? What do you think that's power in that? You know, I definitely believe in the spiritual more so than the natural. You know, but that's my faith, and it's really maybe what I am. You know, right. I'm not a religious man, not at all, but I am a spiritual man. No, there's a huge difference, but that's for another seminar.
Okay.
But nevertheless, the soul, the soul of an individual, man and woman, its number one desire is to be free.
Right.
It's number one to be free to create. We see all of you, not many of you, not some of you, all of you on this line know that you were created for something more.
Right.
Not all of you know that you have this.
Yeah, you can never reach your full potential working a job.
You can never reach your full potential working for someone else. You can dress it up all you want. You can tell me how other people are doing it. Well, other people jumping off the cliff, you gonna go join them? You can tell me, you know, y'all be thankful with they gave us a job. Yes, but thankful and content is two different things. You know, you know, well, this the way my mom did it, my dad did it, his dad did it, dad before him did it. That don't make it right. Maybe you want to go another thing different. You know, no, I come from a military family. Yeah, my two younger brothers are military. One of them even came out as an officer. Military wasn't for me. I didn't go that way. That wasn't my path. That doesn't make my way wrong. My two brothers are highly compensated professionals. You know, paid extraordinary well. Circumvent, if anything, but for a job, you know, they tell you they got it. They'll tell you right now they're looking to build their own or they want their own.
Right.
I'm the entrepreneur. I had to go out there and create it. Jobs really just didn't work for me well like that. So I don't make an apology for where I was. I made mistakes. I failed. I failed in businesses. I failed in relationships. I failed health-wise. I failed. But that didn't stop me from wanting to do more and be more than what I already am. I had to, because the difference between men like me and other just plain mediocre men, I know what I want. I'm willing to work for it. And I don't quit. I don't quit. I don't quit till I go get what I am pursuing. I don't quit. I don't think anyone's better than me, and I certainly ain't better than anyone else. But I go after what I want. I see it up here, and I believe I can have it. I believe another man and woman can do it. I can too. You know, they can achieve the things I can too. I'm not saying I'm 6'8" like LeBron James, or I've had those physical gifts, but mental, I believe I can do it, and so can you too. I don't care about what the crowd is doing. You know, I'm not a groupie. I don't need to talk about what Michael Jackson and Michael Jordan and all these other great people did. That's their family. They family fine. I'm concerned about the house of Fitzgerald.
Great.
You know, I'm concerned about the house of Fitzgerald. And yes, other people, even if you're wealthy, you're going to have problems. But their problem is different. Their problem is not, but certainly don't involve money. They have the time and freedom to live where they want to go. And I believe I can have it too. And that's certainly what I want for each one of you. For those who you want it. Now, if you don't, that's cool. If you don't, you don't got to apologize. You don't want it, man. I just don't want to be free. That's fine. No, I'm not going to judge. I'm certainly not going to ridicule you. That's your decision. But understand there's going to come consequences with your choices. That's what I want you to understand. There's going to come consequences. You know, you're not saying no to you. When you're not saying no to you at Carrot Bars or building something great for your own, you're saying no to your children, your grandchildren, their children. You're saying no to generations by simply what you won't do. Or you're saying yes to generations by what you will do. It's about generations. It's not only about creating something for you. It's about creating something for your family's generation where they will have a chance to live in better terms, in a better world than what you do. And the world is the one that you create. To some people, this is a beautiful world. For some, it's a hateful world. But it's the world that you create. Don asked, I'm pretty much well done. Man, I don't know. I try to pour my whole heart into this every time I come on because, man, I know what it is to lose a home. I know what it is to lose a marriage because of finances, among other things. I know what it is to be walked off of jobs, you know, but walked by the whole auditorium. You know, or the whole office, and not because I stole something, because I missed maybe 2 points on a test. I know what it is for someone to come in and tell you, get up, leave the computer right now, turn it off, and walk you out. I know what it is with my college degree. I know what it is to be fired and you don't even know you're fired. I know the games that people play. I know what it is to have a supervisor, female chick. She liking you. You ain't turning it back. Then she gonna make your life so miserable that you got to go over her head just to stop her. I know what all that is. You know, I know what it is to go in there and you got to dumb yourself down because they say, hey, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? Well, man, I wouldn't mind getting up to the level you are. That's the honest answer, but that's not the answer they want to hear. Why? Because they see you as a threat, and you're just as good to do their job. So you got to go down to downplay. I remember wasn't getting jobs for a while, and my brother said, hey, do you got 2 resumes? He said, what do you mean? Well, so one resume you got to have for this certain group, and then another resume you got to have for that certain group. What do you mean? Yeah, you got to dumb yourself down. One brother, you probably only want to put your experience or your degree is up there. People might think you're too old qualified, so you leave the degree off. You leave your experience off. Fitzgerald Stephens, I don't play games like that very well. I believe in, hey, I go in there, I'm willing to work for what I want, just give me an opportunity. But the world don't work like that. And the only person who has given me an opportunity and has made me feel for what I'm worth is me. And the only way that was accomplished by was something I created, something I built. And that's the only thing that's going to happen with you. That's the way it's going to happen. If you don't see that, I don't know what to say. See, you guys think, man, no, those guys up there trying to get you in the carrot bars. Man, they ain't trying to get you in the carrot bars. I care less if you come in. I'm trying to get you to freedom. If carrot bars is a vehicle to do it, so be it. If you got a vehicle to do it, pursue that. I'm trying to get you to freedom. Have enough time and enough income to do what you want, when you want, with who you want, where you want, as long as you want, without having to ask any man or any woman for their permission to do it. If you think this is about getting you to join carrot bars, dude, I don't even want to work with you. No, I don't want to work with you. I'm trying to get someone who understands the concept. I want to be free. This is a vehicle that will help me accomplish that. And that's why I want to work it. That's all I'm trying to see. That's all I'm trying to do. If that's you, great. Let's work together. If that's not you, great. Let's have respect for each other as men or individuals. But don't get it twisted. And this is where the difference go between me and Dynass. He might haven't talked to me after the phone on this, but I doubt it. Don't get it twisted. Any reason that Fitzgerald Stephens and Dynass Amir needs you in order to be successful. Don't get it twisted that you need anyone else in order for you to be successful. Don't get it like that. I mean, do not think we're trying to talk you anything. Dude, I got a team going on 12,000 affiliates right now before I even met you. And it was still increased. Now, am I saying this to be cocky? No. But am I saying this to be ruthless with that attitude? Yes, because that attitude has kept more people broke and in poverty, has been the cause of more people losing their homes and having that can't pay for proper medical attention that the child needs. That attitude keeps you broke. Because really all it is a jealous spirit. And if that's what you bring to the vibe, I don't want to deal with you. But if you're like, hey, Fitzgerald, I don't know. I want to take a chance on myself. I want to do something. If you help me, you're the one I'm talking to. And Dynass and I will. It's just as simple as that. We don't have time to play. We are trying to get somewhere. Dynass wants to go to Africa over there, much more than he's doing now. I want to have a place over there. This is the vehicle, and I'm not going to let someone saying no or someone saying, I think you're doing something crazy or you being foolish. That's your opinion. I care less. I know what I'm getting ready to do. I know what I have to do because I know I'm getting older right along with you. Keep criticizing. At the end of the day, the excuse is just for you to make you sound like you semi-intelligent. But that doesn't get it. The world pays you and the world rewards results, not talk.
Right.
Not talk. You can go, the critics, often people criticizing, they criticizing the people who doing stuff. So the critics, I don't care about it. You know, I know what I got to go. But I have people who haven't joined with me who love me, who very close to me. I know what I got to do for me. You know, so that's the thing. We're not trying to talk you into this. We're not trying to talk you into this. You know, we're not. Biden has to be a little nicer with that. He'll probably say, "Oh, well, you know, if that's why you want to think, that's your opinion, man. I'll let you know flat out fact. We don't need you. We want you. We want you to join with us. Yeah, we want you to build. We want to build wealth together with you. We don't need you, and we're still going to build wealth. That's the attitude you have to have in life if you're going to win. If you're going to win, if you're going to win the game, if you're going to win." The game is not won by someone criticizing. They're criticizing the doers. The doers don't care. They look at you and maybe they apologize to you on the social media because they don't want you to turn them off. I don't care. You know, I really don't, because at my age, I'm not worried about things like that. I already know what the pain of having to go home and tell your wife not one time, 2 times you lost your job because some cat just didn't like you. I know what it is to have to tell her you didn't get a paycheck because someone canceled in the commission. You got what called a chargeback, and they took your whole pay without you knowing it. I already know what that is. I already know what it is to go to see the fear in their eyes and to go out there. You're sick and you're trying to figure out things. I already know what it is when someone takes your home. You know, you're trying to work with you loan modification and they're losing paperwork because literally they want your home, as a bank did us, who starts with WF. That's their initials. I already know the games people play. I already know when people talk to you and say, "Hey, you know what, man? We're glad you're here," and they deactivate your card after you had a Christmas party. So I don't give a crap about companies. I don't care about that system. Only system I care about is building my own. And that's why I feel so strong with it. I know what it is to go outside a home that you built and you sacrificed and you had built from the ground up. You paid for it. And I know what it is to look at that same home, you know, on Zillow and realize, you know, that it's not yours. You lost it, or it was taken from you. You know, so that's why I talk like I do. I ain't interested in playing with you. You know, you want to avoid stuff like that. Great. You want to play like you special. Great. That's cool. But you know what? Your generations, they're either going to thank you or like, man, why in the heck that guy didn't build a legacy for us? We could have been. They had the opportunities. Or do you want to sit up there and say this? The white man keeping me down. The black man keeping me down. My woman keeping me down. My husband keeping me down. My color keeping me down. I'm too short. I'm too fat. I don't have enough education. I like liver. I don't. You see how crazy all these excuses sound? I had to build this business without my spouse even support me in it. I built it. I didn't care. My dream was bigger than her. I had to be free. Hey, you coming? Some of y'all ain't going to do this. Well, some of y'all ain't going to do this just because of what other people think.
Right.
Some loved one going to say boo and no, broke. One ain't paying your bills, ain't doing anything. They're going to give you their so-called opinion. Then look at the realmoney.info. Don't have any of this. Don't have any of this in the house. Ain't built up wealth. Ain't built up nothing. But they're going to tell you, and you're going to let them stop your dream. You're going to let them because they don't endorse it, as if you need their endorsement to go out there and live your destiny. That's weak. Some of y'all ain't going to get, you're going to show this to people and you're going to think, man, they see what they see what you see, and they're going to turn you down. Some of them are going to try to call themselves trying to save you. You know? And some of y'all are going to fall. And then when someone asks you, well, why'd you stop? Well, you know, that's a scam. That wasn't for me. No, you just let someone take your hustle from you. and you go right back out there and keep doing what the thing you're doing. So I don't need to keep going on, but absolutely no one on this stream can refute what I'm saying. Oh, you may hit the dislike button, but it really is it's not hitting that for me, it's hitting that for you. Because dang, this cat don't really challenge me. And he sort of like really challenged me, got up my excuse. He ain't taking my excuses. So of course I can't look at me. I got to make sure it's like Fitzgerald's fault. And see what that attitude in life gets you. And when you decide to quit playing, when you decide to take responsibility for the life that you are in right now, when you look in the mirror and say, this is nobody's fault but mine. I made the decisions that keep me here, or I made decisions that got me here. A lot of you guys aren't being cursed, and God's not cursing you. You're reaping what you sow. You didn't properly build back in the past. You didn't properly put systems in together. You're reaping the benefit from that now, or the consequence of that now. And a lot of people you see who are successful, it's not because they're lucky. They put systems in place, or someone who is very close to them put systems in place for them. That's how it happened. Don asks, are you lucky that you got your house over there in West End? Is it luck? Are you lucky that you made a nice income with corporate America? Was that luck? Was it your Georgia degree? Was it the fact that you changed your name to Diana Samir? Are you lucky to be able to travel on Delta to Africa? Are you lucky that you got your Nigerian citizenship? Is that luck? Did you have some special anointed powers? Or did you pursue it? Did you plan for it? And did you go after it? And did you keep going after it until you got it? No, that's what it is. No, I'm not angry.
Sweat.
No, I'm not angry. I'm passionate because you know what? I speak truth. In a cat like me, you want on your team. You want a cat going to sit up there and call it like it is. As opposed to other people say, oh, well, you all right. You ain't all right. You want a cat like me going to tell you the truth. Even if it's discomfort, I'll talk to you respectfully. But you want a cat to talk to you like a grown dang man, to tell you truth. You don't want someone to play with you. And I'm going to tell you the truth is your house is burning down. And if you don't do something about it, it's going to burn to the ground. With you watching. We're offering you a hose. We're offering you a fire hose. We're offering you a way out of that. That is controlled by you, man, woman. Do you have the courage enough to take it? But you come to me talking about, well, I don't want to do this. That's fine. But you come to me talk about, well, that's a scam. This dude, get off my, man, please. Diana Samir is instructed not even call me if that's the type of attitude you have.
Right.
Because he know what I'm going to do. He know what I'm going to say on that. But you know what? Stop sitting on the sidelines. Get into the game. Get in the game to put you and your family in an extraordinary position so you guys can live. And so maybe some of you guys 5 years from now, where you're sitting on the beaches of the world and your wraparound porch in some African country or even in your home country right now, where you're sitting on there when you're looking at yourself and your wife and you guys ain't working. You're like, you know what, man, I listened to this cat, Fitzgerald Stephens. It came on 5 years ago. Hell, a lot of times, he was making sense, but you know what? He kind of sounded like, he didn't. He kind of sounded like a little rough or arrogant. But, I just happened to listen to the cat, but I couldn't refute what he was saying. Right. So I just had to do it. And I didn't do it for Fitzgerald. I did it for me. And as a result of me working, as a result of me tapping into the right system, honey, this is a life that we have. And now we got things to plan for our children's children. Because that's the thing that the Bible says. A good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. If you're not thinking at least 2 generations ahead, you're missing the game. It is an honor, a pleasure talking to you guys. This is not work to me. This is my calling. And I take it very, very serious. My calling is to help set people free to realize and reach their full potential, whether you do carrot bars or not. But you will never, ever receive your full potential first if you don't believe it and you're not willing to work for it and you don't have a vehicle. You will never see it. Or worse than yet, you work on someone's job. You will never receive your full potential. It's impossible. It is absolutely impossible. Dynasty Samir, I got to get out of here, man. I got another guy I got to call. I got another guy I got to call. Miss Jalay Torrey, you're the first call. I want you to call me 716-573-6296. 716-5.
I think Jelani already has an account. I think Jelani, I believe he might have already registered. But
I
Jelani,
read that she just registered. Okay, well, she have an account. Well, call me anyway.
Yeah. So Jelani, call
me anyway. I can talk with you. Things have changed right now, and call me anyway because I got an important business to take care of. It's called a bike ride. Mm-hmm. And then after I get back, I can go ahead and do it. But just give me a call, 716-573-6296. I'm going to be in place at least an hour to take phone calls before I go because I know we got a lot of affiliates to help. Dynas, I appreciate it, man. I'm more excited than I was than I woke up yesterday. It's a great day to be alive, and let's go build wealth and change people's lives. Hey, I gotta run.
All right, everyone, thank you so much for joining. Someone in the chat room was asking, what exactly is Karatbars? So I'll get it. I'm gonna get into it right now and explain what Karatbars is. We have an acronym. It's called KISS. Keep it simple, student. Again, keep it simple, student. So basically what Karatbars, all right, the concept is our founder wanted to make available gold in small increments to the masses. So this right here is a Karatbar. This is cash gold. This is 0.1 grams, okay? And so he wanted to make small increments of gold available to the masses, all right? And this is a 1 gram card right here. I don't know where else you could buy 0.1 grams of gold on the market. I don't know. I'm sure it's out there, but I don't know. So what you're doing, you have what is called a package. Okay. You have several packages. You have 4 of them. You have a bronze, you have a silver, you have a gold, and you have a VIP. The higher the package, the more revenue or the higher your commissions are when you bring in people, when you get people to buy from your franchise. So basically, when you buy a package, that gives you your own franchise. All right. And with that, you get some gold. So the package is your franchising fee. So if you wanted to go open up a McDonald's, you have to pay like $1 million from my understanding. Never open up one, but I think you got to pay like $1 million. That's your franchising fee. What's included in that franchising fee? The training, the products, the brick and mortar building, all that stuff. So with Karatbars, with that franchising fee, you're going to get the access to the training, which is Wealth Builders Worldwide, the realmoney.info. You get access to the gold, which you market and sell to people and get paid a commission for that. You get your franchise, you get to operate a business. So when you have your own business, what's the objective of it? When you have a franchise, what's your objective? To make money, to bring in revenue. How do you do that? You get people to do the same thing that you did. You get them to buy a package, or you get them to buy gold from you. Like, you know what? I'm not interested in a business opportunity, but I do believe in saving in gold. Okay, well, buy it from me, and you get paid on it. As far as presenting it to people, hey, do you keep your income options open? Are you looking for additional ways to earn income? You ever thought about working from home? Man? Are you interested in starting a home-based business? To keep it simple, that's really what it is. Because people say, Dynas, how do I present it? I don't know anyone. And I tell them, look, you do know people. You talk to people every day. You're on social media. It's just time to shift the conversation from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta to, are you interested in earning additional ways of income? Are you looking for other ways or additional ways to earn income? Do you keep your income options open? Shift the conversation. So, that's really it. There's more particulars, but we don't want to overcomplicate it. That's really what you're doing. So click on the link, my affiliate link, sign up as an affiliate. I'm going to call you. All right. We're going to get you set up, get you in contact with Fitzgerald. He'll get you set up with your training. And then you go out and tell people, hey, look, you keep your income options open. I'm part of this new program. We deal in gold. You send them to a video, the realmoney.info. Call them back. Hey, did you check out the video? What are your thoughts? Okay, set up your free account. It's free to set up your account. You give them your referral link. They set up their account. Let us know, hey, you know what, Dynas, what, Fitzgerald, I got a person. They got the free account. They have some more questions. Can you help me out? Absolutely. So that's what it's about. Everyone, thank you so much for joining. Again, make sure you go to Amazon.com, get your book. Go to Amazon.com. The Sun Loves Me. Go and get a copy. Okay. The Sun Loves Me, written by Dynas Samir. Amazon.com. Go support. Until next time, family. Dynas Samir, search for Huru. Peace.